Hey guys, welcome to another video. Welcome to a little talk piece in this video. I'm going to be talking about my favorite show that is currently on television, Game of Thrones. Yes, the Game of Thrones, yes. When you play the Game of Thrones, you might win, you might lose, you might end up like Ned Stark and losing your head, but it's fun to watch. I'm going to just be talking about in this video of how I predict, how I think all of Game of Thrones will end, how the show will end, and I'm just going to start right up from the bat. I am not a Game of Thrones expert. I like the show a lot. I love the show. I love the books, Songs of Fire and Ice. I think they're great books. George R. R. Martin is a genius writer. Despite some things in the books being very questionable, I'm glad that the show kind of improved it a little bit in some aspects. Just some. And I love the show so much, and I love these characters. I've seen every episode multiple times. I read the books multiple times, and just, I can't get enough of it. And every fan has a theory of how everything's going to end, and I'm not saying my theory is accurate. It probably isn't. I'm probably going to be wrong about most of everything, maybe. I might be wrong about everything. I might not know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I think it's just a little fun thing to do. This is what I personally, what I think, how the show's all going to end. This is not how I want it to end. This is just how I think it's all going to end. So I'm going to try my best to talk about how all the character stories are going to end. I will probably miss a few characters, but that just happens. Like some characters are just so unimportant. I don't really give a shit how their story's gonna end. I'm gonna try my best to tackle as much characters as I can, and yeah. From what I've read online, a lot of people are saying that the show ends very bittersweet. It's some people are very happy with it. Some people are a little sad with it. Most people say they're just satisfied with that ending. So I know for a fact that Jon and Daenerys are not going to end up together. They're not going to be ruling the throne together. I know everybody wants that. They want the happy ending for Jon and Dany. The related people, yes, she's his aunt because he is the rightful heir to the throne because he is the last male Targaryen. He is the son of Rhaegar Targaryen, Daenerys' brother, and his name, he is Aegon Targaryen. He is the rightful heir to the throne. So there's going to be some tension between him and Dany, and I've been seeing that, and this season has been very building up. Like, Dany is kind of losing her temper. She's caring a lot about the throne. You see her love for Jon, but I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a demise for Dany. But I'm going to get to that later. Let's talk about the next episode, because these first two episodes of the season so far are fantastic. The reunions, just seeing everyone, seeing Jaime, like, talk to Bran, that was really great. I love seeing Jaime back with Tyrion, and he's joining the North, fighting the White Walkers and stuff, and just the last episode that just passed, it just builds up to the war that is coming in the next episode on Sunday, and I'm so fucking pumped, and seeing Brienne of Tarth get knighted by Jaime is great. I love it. I just love it. I love seeing the Hound and Beric talking and stuff and drinking. Get to see Gendry and Arya do their little thing and stuff. That was interesting. I love seeing Theon, see Sansa again. There's just a lot of great stuff. And then, of course, the big conflict is Jon telling Dany the truth and everything, and whoo! And then the episode ends with the White Walkers coming, and the war is about to start. So I'm basically going to predict how that war is going to pan out for everyone, and then what's going to happen after that war, and basically that'll tie into how the show will end, because there's only 4 more episodes of Game of Thrones, so this is how I think everything's going to go down and stuff, so probably wrong, but you know what? It's fun to do. So I think this battle is going to be a bloody battle. It's going to be violent as shit. Shit's going to get crazy. Characters are going to die. Like, there's going to be some big characters. They're going to, they're going to see the darkness soon. So, because apparently Game of Thrones, there's no heaven or hell. There is nothing. So, the first person I think is gonna die is Grey Worm. Yes, the Unsullied Warrior who, serves the Khaleesi, serves the Queen, the Breaker of Chains, and I think he's gonna die. I think he is. I love Grey Worm. I really do. He kind of said almost his bye to Missandei. They were talking. He wants to bring her to beaches, and they want to see the water again. You can kind of tell their story is gonna have a bad ending, and I think he's gonna die in this battle. I think he'll die bravely, but he's gonna die. I honestly think she's gonna die too. I think Missandei will die. I don't know how, but I feel like the White Walkers, and she might protect her Khaleesi, or maybe she'll just die and anything, but I think they both are gonna die. And it's sad because I actually enjoy Missandei and Grey Worm a lot, but I don't see a happy ending for either one of them. And it's sad, but that's the Game of Thrones for you. So I think they're gonna die in the next episode. I really do. I think Jorah Mormont is gonna live. I like that Sam gave him his family sword. I think he's going to fight bravely. I think he's going to have some close moments. I think he's going to be very close, but I feel like he's going to live in this battle. And I think he's going to fight bravely, and he's going to be awesome. I think he's going to be a badass, and yeah, I think he's going to live. I think his cousin's going to die. Yes, I really think, what's her name? I wrote her name down. Leanne Mormont, because I wrote her name down because I never remember her name. I feel like she's gonna die. I feel like she's supposed to hide below where all the children and women are and stuff, and she refuses because she's the head of her house, even though she's just a little girl, but she's the head of her house, she wants to fight, and I feel like that would be her demise. And everyone's like, oh, they won't kill children in this show. They have killed children in this show. Come on, they killed the butcher's boy in the first season. They killed Rhaegon Stark. They killed children in this show. Like, come on now. But I feel like she'll die. I feel like she will die in this battle and stuff. I feel like Beric is gonna die as well. Yeah, I feel like he's died like 10 times anyways, so I feel like he'll die. I feel like this has all been built up to his death, and I think he's gonna die. I think the Hound will see him die and stuff, and I feel like the Hound will actually get a little emotional when he sees kind of a friend, because I know the Hound doesn't have a lot of friends, but I feel like he might get a little emotional in seeing him die, and I feel like he will die. And I feel like he'll die like a badass with his flaming sword, fucking up White Walkers, but I feel like he will pass away. I feel like he will die in this battle. The Hound will not die. The Hound has some unfinished business with his brother, and that I'll get to soon, but the Hound will survive this battle, and he will fuck some shit up. Like, anytime you get a battle with the Hound in it, you're gonna get some great stuff, and him swearing a lot, fuck the water, bring me wine, fuck the walkers, give me some wine, yeah, we're gonna get some badass fights with the Hound. Jaime easily will survive this battle. Same with Tyrion. I think they are 100% safe. I think Varys is safe. I feel like they're all safe. Even Jon and Dany, I think they are safe. This battle. I feel like there's gonna be a dragon fight. You're gonna get the Ice Dragon versus Daenerys' dragons and stuff. And I feel like one of Dany's dragons will die in this battle. Maybe both, but I feel like she will lose one of her dragons. But we're going to see a dragon fight, and it's going to be pretty freaking cool. And yeah, except for that. I feel like Brienne of Tarth is going to live. I feel like she'll live actually throughout the whole show. So I feel like that's good. I feel like Sansa is a lock to win the whole show as well. I feel like she'll live. I feel like she's gonna live. Same with Arya and stuff. I feel like Gendry's gonna die in this battle. I feel like Gendry, he kind of got his little happy ending with Arya and stuff, but I feel like he will die in this battle and stuff. I feel like it'll be very sad. I feel like Arya's gonna get pregnant. I think he will die and Arya will actually get pregnant. I just feel it. I kind of feel it. I know it's a little weird, but I kind of feel that's gonna happen and stuff. So yeah, I feel like it's all building to the Night King and stuff, and I feel like Edison's gonna die too. Edison is the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. I feel like he will die as well. So yeah, those are the people that are gonna die in this battle and stuff. And I feel like the Night King is gonna come. They're gonna use Brandon as bait, and I feel like Theon is gonna protect him. And I feel like this will be Theon's demise. I feel like Theon has to show himself, and I feel like he has to give his life for the Starks, because he betrayed them in Season 2, and he feels this guilt. I feel like him giving his life for Brandon shows that he repaid his debt and stuff, and I feel like Theon Greyjoy will die by the Night King. I feel like the Night King and Theon are going to have a little bit of a fight, and I think he will die. I think he will die and stuff, and yeah. And I feel like Brandon's also going to die. I feel like Brandon knows he's going to die, and I feel like the Night King is also going to kill Brandon Stark. But I feel like Tyrion is going to figure out a way to kill the Night King, because Brandon told him the whole story, because Tyrion wanted to know more about what was happening, and he's like, Brandon, tell me your story. He's like, it's a long story. He's like, well, it's a long night. I feel like Tyrion's going to piece it together how to kill the Night King, and I feel like he's going to tell Dany how to do it, and I feel like Daenerys is actually going to find a way to kill the Night King, and yeah. It's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be a badass fight, and I think that's how it's going to all end and stuff, and I feel like everyone's going to respect Dany and stuff, like, yes, that's our queen, she killed the Night King and saved the North and stuff, and a lot of deaths happen, but I feel like that battle, that's how that battle's going to shape up. All those people will die, but there's still a lot of big characters left alive. Then we get to a couple episodes. I feel like there'll be an episode of, like, you know, grief and, you know, plotting their next battle, because the big battle in the end, the final battle, is the Battle of King's Landing. The battle for the Iron Throne, and this is when more deaths are about to happen. So yeah, I feel like Sansa stays behind at Winterfell, because I think she'll rule Winterfell. She is the Lady of Winterfell. She's gonna stay and protect Winterfell, and I think Brienne of Tarth is actually going to stay with her. She will protect her and stay with her. I feel like there's going to be like a scene where Brienne wants to go fight with all of them and fight King's Landing. But Sansa says she wants to stay, and Brienne will always stay with Sansa. She gave Lady Catelyn her word that she will always protect her children. So I feel like Brienne had her badass moment. She'll fight the White Walkers and live, and she'll stay in Winterfell and protect Sansa. Arya is a warrior and a fighter. And yes, I feel like she's upset with Gendry's death, and she wants to fight and prove herself as a fighter, and she's going to go and fight at King's Landing and stuff with Jon and everyone. And yeah, it's going to be a brutal battle. And yeah, Yara Greyjoy is going to find out about Theon. She's going to get really upset that her brother is dead. She's going to take her army, and she's going to meet Daenerys and Jon at King's Landing, and she's going to fight alongside them. And this is going to be a brutal battle. This is more deaths are going to happen and shit. Whoever thinks Cersei is going to win and thinks she's going to rule the Iron Throne and rule the Seven Kingdoms, that I don't know fucking way. Now, I also don't think Cersei is pregnant. I really don't. I think that's her trying to trick Jaime and trick Tyrion. Cersei is a sneaky little bugger, and I feel like she's just tricking people and fucking with people, and I feel like she'll use the pregnancy on Euron Greyjoy and stuff. Like, I don't think she's pregnant and stuff. So I feel like during this time, Dany is gonna get a little power hungry and stuff. I feel like Dany's gonna slowly go a little crazy, because I feel like after she defeats the White Walker, the Night King and stuff, the power is going to go a little to her head, and I feel like even some of Winterfell people are going to follow her, and she believes she is the rightful heir to the throne, and I feel like Jon doesn't even want the throne, but I feel like Dany might not even listen to him. She's like, I have to be queen and stuff, and Jon's like, okay, but I want the North to be safe and everything, and she's like, well, as long as the North bows down to every will, he's like, okay, and I feel like Dany gets a little power hungry, and she almost like kind of represents of what her father is as the Mad King. And I feel like Dany has a great character arc throughout the whole show, but I feel like there is not a happy ending for Dany. I feel like she gets a little mad with power and stuff, because she was always an honest person and a great person and a smart and wise and just lovable person, but when you have power, even some of the greatest people can get a little twisted by that power, and I feel like she kind of does with her dragons and everything. And I feel like she burns the King's Landing to the ground. I feel like King's Landing is going to get burned to the ground by her dragon. Her one surviving dragon is going to burn King's Landing to the ground. I feel like that's how it's going to happen. There is going to be no kingdom. She's going to burn it to the ground and get a little mad with power. This is what I think. I could be wrong, but I feel like Dany's going to go a little crazy and stuff. I feel like Cersei is going to die, obviously. I feel like the Battle of King's Landing is going to be a huge battle. during King's Landing and all the forces are fighting together, I feel like Yara is going to take her revenge on her uncle, Euron Greyjoy. He's gonna die by her. There's gonna be a badass fight, and she's gonna fucking kill him. And I feel like she's gonna win, and she's gonna take, she's gonna rule her land, and she's gonna be the Greyjoy that does live. I think she is lit. She's gonna live. Euron Greyjoy, no fucking way. He's dead. 100% dead. I also think Varys is gonna die, like, which is weird, because a lot of people are like, oh, Varys won't die. I think he is. I feel like Varys is the only person he's ever been, like, loyal to is Tyrion. I feel like when they attack King's Landing, Tyrion and him are off somewhere, and I feel like Tyrion's in danger, and I feel like Varys gives his life to save Tyrion. Maybe like one of the soldiers, kind of like a Podrick situation, when Tyrion gets like his face sliced and Podrick stabs the guy in the face and stuff and saves Tyrion. I feel like there's going to be like another situation like that Tyrion's going to get attacked by a soldier, and Varys gives his life, and like Tyrion like shoots a bow at him or something like that. I feel like Varys will die, and I feel like he'll like give his life to Tyrion. I feel like there's something beautiful and poetic about that and stuff, and something beautiful about their friendship. I feel like that's gonna happen. And I feel like during the battle, Jaime is gonna try to find a way to get into the castle, the top of the castle of King's Landing. Because when this battle's happening, Cersei's hiding in her throne room with the Mountain. The Mountain is always by Cersei. He's always fucking there, and he's always protecting her. So I feel like the Hound is going to take Jaime to the top of the castle, because the Hound was part of the King's guards and stuff, so he knows all the passageways to get into that castle. So I feel like the Hound is going to grab Jaime, and they're going to make their way to the top of the castle, and then we're going to get the fight everyone is wanting. The Hound versus the Mountain. Yes, I want to see it. We all want to see it. Brother versus brother. We're going to get the Hound and the Mountain fighting each other. It's going to be a brutal fucking fight, and it's going to be awesome. And then Jaime is going to have his confrontation with his sister, Cersei. They're going to talk about the pregnancy. They're going to talk about this. He's going to talk about how to just stop this battle, stop this madness, stop this war. And she's going to say, no, blah, blah, blah. You have to come back with me. This is your baby. And then he's just like, I can't, and blah, blah, blah. And I feel like she'll right then there say, I'm not even pregnant and stuff, and blah, blah, blah. This is going to shock Jaime, and I feel like he's going to stab his sister. I think he's going to pull out his sword and kill Cersei. That's for the good of the whole world, of all the realms. He's going to kill his sister. I feel like when that happens, the Mountain is going to like hurt the Hound. He's going to win that battle. He's not going to kill him, but I feel like he's going to like knock him out or something. Then he's going to go to Jaime, and I think the Mountain is going to kill Jaime. I feel like Jaime is going to give his life to kill Cersei, because Jaime's always been known as the Kingslayer, and that's a name he's never really liked, because he stabbed the king in the back to save Cersei, and I feel like him killing Cersei kind of like bestows his good name, and him giving his life for the kingdom and for the realms shows how great of a person Jaime is and his beautiful character arc. And the Mountain will kill him, and when the Mountain kills him, I think the Hound's gonna do a little cheap shot and like chop his brother's head off or something like that. Something crazy like that, because the Hound is kind of a cheap fighter, and I fucking love that. He's gonna like chop his brother's head off and stuff, and then he's gonna get out of the kingdom and his job's done. He's done the battle, he's like, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. He's just gonna fucking leave. He's not even gonna fight anymore. I did what I had to do, I killed my brother, fuck all this shit, I'm out of here. And the Hound's gonna leave. And then Jaime is going to die, and I think Jaime will get the nickname of the Golden Lion. His name has always been the Kingslayer, but I think because he slayed the queen and saved the realms, he's going to get the title of the Golden Lion. That's what they will call Jaime, the Golden Lion, the Lannister who saved us. I feel like that's beautiful for Jaime's story. And then I think Dany is going to... I think they're going to start losing the battle and stuff, like the battle itself they're losing. Then her and Jon have a lot of confrontation, I feel like, during the battle. Jon's fighting, but then he also likes to go back and talk to Dany, and she's had up with this stuff, and Jon and Dany are going to have a lot of confrontation, and I feel like Daenerys has had enough of it. Like, she wants this battle, she wants this war to just end. She's tired of it, she wants her throne, and she's just had enough of this shit. She's like, I can always just rebuild it. And Jon's like, what are you talking about? What do you mean just rebuild and stuff? She's like, I gotta do what I gotta do. I brought my dragon here for a reason. I'm gonna burn this place to the ground. He's just like, what are you doing? There are innocent people down there. There's gonna be like this big heated argument between Jon and Dany. He's gonna like grab her. He's like, if you love me, you will let me do this. I will have to do this. I can win this battle. And she's like, And I feel like she's gonna give him like that. She's like, you are not the heir to the throne. This is my birthright. And she's gonna hop on her dragon and she's gonna like torch some stuff. She's gonna burn villages and kill innocent people with her dragon. And she's gonna burn the Iron Throne. She's gonna burn down King's Landing, burn it all to the ground. Just kind of like what the Mad King said, burn it all. And she's gonna do it and destroy everything. Everyone's like trying to leave and get out. Like everyone retreat from King's Landing. Dany goes almost crazy and just insane. And Jon wants to stop it all. He's like, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna stop this and everything? And then they try to figure out a way. And then Jon, I feel like Jon is gonna like kill her dragon, because I feel like Jon's the only one that can, because he has the Targaryen blood and stuff. And I feel like Jorah is gonna be the one to kill Dany. I feel like Jorah's the only one that can get close to her, to trust her. I feel like he's gonna come up to her. He's gonna try to be like the smooth talker, like, I am here, I love you, Dany, I've always loved you, I feel like you've always had my trust and stuff. And she's gonna believe him. I feel like he's gonna kind of do a Jaime Lannister and stab her in the back, and I feel like Jorah is gonna kill Daenerys Targaryen. I feel like he's gonna do it, and Jon's gonna take down her dragon, and there's gonna be no more King's Landing. It is burned to the ground, the throne is destroyed, and Daenerys is gonna be the last main character to die. I think Arya will fight in the battle, and I don't feel like Arya's gonna die and stuff, so yeah. That's who I think, how it's all going to end, the battle's going to end. And I feel like there's not going to be a ruler of the Seven Realms. I feel like there will just be individual rulers, and almost kind of like a democracy and stuff. I feel like it'll actually end bitter because a lot of people die, like horrible things happen to good characters, and we're going to see a character that we've always loved, Daenerys, slowly go mad and end up dying. And that's why it's going to be very bitter. It'll be very bitter for Jon, because that was the woman. Jon's loved two women in the show, Ingrid and Dany, and they both ended up dying, because they both ended up going crazy and stuff. And I feel like Jon will rule the North just like he always wanted and stuff. And I feel like he'll rebuild King's Landing, but as like a democracy and stuff, and everyone will rule their own lands and stuff. I feel like Sam is going to go back with Gilly. She's going to raise their kid. I feel like they have a kid together. I feel like Samwell Tarly, he runs this Tarly household and stuff, and I feel like he writes a book. I feel like he works for, like, King's Landing and stuff, and maybe he's like a maester or something, and he writes a book, A Songs of Fire and Ice, about how everything happened, and how Jon Snow created a democracy within the Seven Realms and created peace and stuff. It was a horrible, tragic thing with a lot of innocent people dying, but I feel like it all ended up pretty good. And Jon is the reason, he is the one, he was the destiny, he was the warrior that saved everybody. He's the one that created harmony for the Seven Realms. I feel like Sansa will take care of Winterfell. I feel like Arya will actually have a kid. It'll give her something to live for. I feel like, again, Yara will run the Greyjoy household. And I feel like a lot of people will just kind of like live their lives. I feel like the Hound will kind of just like go around, you know, be like a hunter and stuff. Maybe just stop killing people and just like live his life and everything. Everything is going to end up pretty well for quite a few characters. And I feel like when they rebuild like King's Landing, I feel like maybe Tyrion will take care of that little like town and stuff. That they might not build like a castle, but I feel like Tyrion will start running it and stuff, and you know, guide people through knowledge and books and stuff. And I feel like it'll end very bittersweet. Some characters will get a happy ending, some characters will get an okay ending, and some characters will get a miserable ending because they'll die and stuff. So that's kind of what I predict how all Game of Thrones will end. I'm probably wrong, but I just feel like that's where the show's going. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed it. That was how I think Game of Thrones will end. So in the comment section below, please tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions? What do you think of this prediction? And how do you think Game of Thrones will end? Who do you think will live? Who do you think will die? Give me your thoughts and opinions. Comment below. Let me know. And as always for this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.